And we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, screen play, Johnson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he's brought down.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Moss will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Going right back to Akers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Jacob Harris
from 4 yards out.
And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Allen now on 1st down. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice 1st down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Out to his left, and his throw is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen to throw once more.
On the move past the 40.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Allen going to throw. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Then on Sunday night, a good one to start the season, the Bucs and Cowboys from Jerry World. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Leonard Floyd's career has found new life in Los Angeles with more sacks in 2 seasons there than in 4 years prior with Chicago. 9.5 in 2021 for the Super Bowl champs.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To the air, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Crowder, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. but it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
Down inside the 40.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 33. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to run with Moss.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
The kick by Bass is good,
and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down 24-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Stafford.
Completes this to Jefferson.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Now Stafford. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Stafford
gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stafford now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. One last throw here for Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Buffalo, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.